welcome to our program. We are continuing our series on women's empowerment. Today in the studio we have Jaz Gill. Welcome, Jaz Gill.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good.
Good. Of course, this series would not be complete without you.
Oh.
You wear so many hats.
You are too sweet.
It's true though. You are a mother.
Yeah.
You are a financial advisor.
Mm-hmm.
You are an executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
You are a poet and lyricist.
Yeah.
You write lyrics for actual songs.
Yes.
There's so much going on. And as well, I think you're a healer. I mean, you might not want to call it healer because you're just starting out this new venture, I guess.
Yes.
But I do know that you've started Reiki.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. So tell us what inspires you? Like how are you doing it, first of all? I mean, we don't have enough time to do all the things we do in our day, but you're doing all these things.
Yeah. I think for most people, we have like our 9-to-5 jobs. We have jobs that pay bills, and we have things that we have to do to, function in society. And we also have our passions, right? Our gifts.
Right.
And when we start, discovering those and delving into them, I think it provides a lot of healing on our journey.
Yeah.
Just exploring those. And I believe our gifts are here for us to share with one another.
Right.
And I started writing when I was 10, quite by, through no conscious thought of it. It just came to me.
Just natural.
Yes, and I had a very special teacher when I was young, Mrs. Reed, and she fostered my writing, encouraged me, and had me published in the school paper when I was maybe 10 or 11.
Right.
That was enough to kind of motivate me.
Okay.
And then, of course, life takes its course, and, you get, married, you have kids, or you go to school, you have careers, and you live your normal life, and that's what happened. I put my writing aside for many years.
Right.
And it wasn't until 2012 when I went through a life change in my life, and pending that, I picked up the pen again and started to write again.
Right, and that's empowering. I mean, when you've gone through something where it's a life change, and to take that time to reflect and pick up a pen and do something that you've wanted to do, but it's been on the back burner.
Yes, yes. So that started my journey in 2012 of, writing, and it seems to be just very seamless. It just flows, and I think when it's your, passion, you're not working.
Right. Well, speaking of working, you're full-time. Exactly.
Yes.
So you're full-time as a financial advisor.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you're writing a lot. I see your posts. I see everything on social media. I think it's amazing. Plus, you're published as well.
I'm very active.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, my first publication came when I was in 2014 in Royal City Poets, which is an anthology out of New West. It was a local anthology, so that was quite a big moment for me to have my work published.
What was that title called?
Royal City Poets.
Royal City Poets. Okay.
Yes. So that was an anthology that got published then, and that was a big moment.
Right.
So they're within your passion, and when you start sharing your passion and it starts. You have big moments, right, where you want to savor those moments. Right. And that's what I've discovered the last 10 years is life is about those moments that we can savor. Right. And I want more of those in my life, and I want more of those for other people.
Of course.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to savor life. Sometimes life weighs us down. Right. And so that was a big moment, and then then I started getting prepared for my my own book that was going to come out in 2017.
And tell us about that. That's exciting.
My book is called True Grace, and it's a collection of 40 poems and 70 paintings. It's co-authored by my dear friend and co-author Rita Koivunen, who is an amazing artist from Delta. Right. This will be a series of more books as well, and we are working currently on a special edition, an 8x11 True Grace. So the paintings are very, very beautiful and meant to be shared, meant to be, seen. Right.
You seem like a very positive person. I mean, we were talking off camera a bit, and you were talking about women lifting women, and that's what our series is all about.
Yes.
And you're pursuing your passion rather than just doing your 9-to-5 type of job. You're actually pursuing a passion in life for many things.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about your role as an executive producer. That's exciting.
Yes, so my writing kind of opened up doors for me where I've met more and more people, and I think that's the creative process. Okay. When you start you know, creating content and becoming, you know, on this creative path, you know, one door leads to another. You know, you meet this person, you meet that person, and quite by chance, I've met a number of amazing individuals who are on the same creative journey.
Okay.
And I happened to meet Javier Badillo, who was creating a movie, directing, and wrote a script with Cheyenne Bayet. They wrote a script for a movie called Roads of Ithria.
Okay.
And it's about displaced people, refugees, as to raise awareness, you know, and, you know, they want to create change by, you know, sharing, you know, making films, right, that highlight, you know, our human journey and the need for all of us to come together as one based on, you know, what we have that unites us, versus creating something and, you know, so that separates us. There's too much that separates us, especially these days, right?
Yes.
So I was all about wanting to help somebody that had a mission for this, and I became, you know, a supporter of his for the film, and he I offered to write the theme song for the movie, and called Roads. Okay. And so beautiful that my niece is a singer, and she got to feature on the song, and it's sung by Calvin X, who's a local singer as well. Okay. So yes, that movie is going to be, official premiere will be in November in Vancouver.
Amazing.
So I'd like to invite you to that, by the way, as well.
Thank you. Yeah, that's wonderful. And I'm sure our viewers will love to see the film as well, because it sounds like a really, it sounds like a very good topic.
Yes.
Especially these days, in acceptance and inclusion and all of that.
Exactly. You know? And you know, what we don't know, what we don't know. So when you're living in different countries, we don't know what other countries, other people are going through. Sure. And if we, with you know, social media, with film these days, we are able to see what, you know, what is out there, what is going on, and we're able to lend our support, even if it's just energetically, you know, sending good wishes and goodwill to others, you know, and that's what keeps us united.
So being a South Asian woman and being an artist and being all these things, have you ever faced any type of adversity or maybe not acceptance, or how's that journey been? I know that's a tough question because we really didn't delve into this at all, but do you feel you've had any adversity? Because typically in our South Asian culture, it's been, you know, your parents want you to follow a certain path. And I don't know if your parents, did they inspire you to become creative, or how are they about that?
My parents are amazing. They are just there. Yeah. Always there.
That's awesome.
With zero expectations, you know. They just want me to be happy.
Right.
And that's the biggest gift they could have given me, is, you know, just knowing that my happiness makes them happy.
That's amazing.
So no matter what happened in my life, I knew that by, you know, holding on to my happiness, I wasn't just holding on to my happiness. I was allowing others to see that would be affected by my unhappiness.
Right. Like a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We build each other up, we raise each other up, and we hold each other up.
Right.
And that's what we're here for. So my parents were amazing. Adversity, I don't think I really faced any. That's amazing. If I did, I wasn't aware of it. I'm sure there was some.
You're just happily writing your lyrics, and you're like, life is wonderful, and rose-colored glasses always.
You know, I think at some point you have to choose positivity and choose happiness. Yeah. It is something that I've always made a priority. And so when people say I remember a long time ago when I worked at the bank, I still do, but when I worked, I was younger, and I think someone said to me, "You must take a pill every morning before you come to work because you're always so happy." Happy pill. And that was when I was a lot younger. I said, you know, it made me reflect for a minute, like when someone says that to you. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's funny. I understand what you mean about the happy pill. For sure. People say similar things to me. They're like, "Why are you always so happy?" Like suspicious kind of. And it's like, well, life is wonderful. Mm-hmm.
And what I took away from that comment when that person asked me that is, what, you know, why are you so happy? It made me reflect and said, actually, you know what? I manage my happiness. I manage my emotions. And I do feel happiness is priority, because when we are happy, we are more productive as individuals. True. And, you know, and there's a ripple effect with your emotions. You know, you walk into a room and someone is sad, you know, you can, you know, become sad and, you know, go into that energy, or you can, you know, give them your energy, which is more positive. Right. So
Right.
So I think adversity, yeah, there always is.
Right.
It's how you choose to deal with it,
Right.
and what you focus on.
Right, and you've had a supportive family, which makes all the difference for sure.
Yes.
And then, so speaking of family, so I said you're a mother, but I mean, our viewers might be surprised to know that you're also a grandmother.
Yes.
Which is shocking, because you would never expect that, but that's amazing.
Yes.
How has that journey been?
That's been amazing. It's one of the most amazing journeys of my life. I love my grandbabies. I love my kids. And yes, if I could like hug them and hold them all day long, I would.
I've seen posts. Yes, you do. That's amazing. And so that positivity that you have, you're showing your kids that, and then now your grandkids are probably seeing that positivity as well, which is amazing.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were speaking off camera a bit about mental health.
Yes.
And I think that your positivity is something that people need to incorporate in their life and take that time to do that, because that is the difference between maybe succumbing to mental health issues or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel any kind of an impact on the youth that you've spoken to? Because I know that you mentor a lot of people as well, don't you?
I think we're all kind of one another's mentors, but you know, my daughter went through a very rough spell for a few years, and this is where I became a real, you know, supporter of Reiki. It was introduced to me during my really tough time, and it was really important for me to keep my strength and hold on to my light and my positivity and keep that positive energy going. Right. Because, you know, for me, it was my daughter that we went through a rough time, and she's in a much better place now.
Right.
There's some that, you know, don't make it, you know, through that rough time.
Right.
And so Reiki came to me during that time, and that is one of my, now in the future, this is why I, you know, want to introduce other people to Reiki. And I'm just starting out, but I know when you look back, you know, they say vision, you know, hindsight's 20/20.
Right.
I know the things that help me.
Okay.
And I think it's a responsibility I think I have as an individual, that when I'm in a better place is to, you know, offer what helped me to others.
Right.
And allow them to, you know, experience, you know, the strength and the healing that I experienced through Reiki. And it's not for everybody. Right. Not one thing is for everybody, but, you know, I think when you're in a place where that you are struggling, I think it's really healthy to explore different things that would work. And it might be, you might just try it and it might not work. You know, you might try it and love it, but at least you've tried.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So with the Reiki, you're saying that that's something that gave you strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
considerable
wonderful.
Amount of strength.
Yeah. So you've been practicing that now for a bit?
I just was initiated a few years ago. I didn't practice it then, and I've just kind of opened myself up to being, you know, a practitioner now. So just you know.
Okay.
In addition to everything else I'm doing.
Because you're not busy enough already, so you just had to add one more thing. So speaking of being busy, tell me, what does the future hold for you? I know there's going to be lots of things, but what comes to your mind when you're thinking about future projects?
Mainly music.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm working with a few different artists right now. This year with COVID, I was grateful to be able to release 2 singles with 2 different artists. One is B Master in Sweden.
Okay.
We released a gospel single earlier this year, and the lyrical video is out. The music video will be coming soon. K Max is another artist out of Montreal. Okay. So we finished an album in 2019. We released 2 singles already. One is called Will You, one is called Everything. That album is kind of, it'll be a project in the future, not sure exactly when. Okay. And there's a Canadian singer as well, Michelle Jolie, who was the first singer to record my first song, Preach, in 2017. Okay. Yes.
Perfect. So there's more music to come.
Yes, yes. And there is also a movie called Dale Rock. Okay. And the producer is Delge Brar, and he created this movie. It's Indo-Canadian actors and based on Indo-Canadian theme, but it's all in English. Okay. And Dil Rock, obviously, Diladak means keep the faith.
Diladak.
Diladak.
Okay.
And there will be my song that Michelle Jolie released in 2018 called Cover Me. It will be played as one of the theme songs for the movie. And yeah, very grateful for these opportunities and very grateful to be working with these amazing filmmakers. There's Alex Baxter that I'm working with as well. And he's a movie genius, and Javier Delge. They're just amazing movie makers locally.
So you're doing a lot of film stuff and music stuff coming up in the future.
Yes, yes.
So tell me, in the theme of today's show, women's empowerment, who are the inspirations that you draw from? Celebrities, family, anybody that you can think of that has kind of propelled you forward in your strength as a woman?
I think my when I was young, it was my teacher. It was my teacher, Mrs. Reed,
when you mentioned,
who reached out to me. She, she nurtured what she saw, at a young age. Right. And how important is that? Just to give someone support, compliment, encouragement, to read their work. There's a lot of people doing amazing things right now, and I know how valuable that is when someone shares your work, talks about your work, and like today, thank you for having me, and giving you a platform. So Mrs. Reed, yes, definitely. When I was young, she was someone that was very inspirational for me, as far as how she supported me. And when I was younger, I watched a lot of Oprah. So she was my go-to inspirational woman growing up.
I think for many people, Oprah is it. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And in my life, there's so many women that are so inspirational, including yourself. We've all overcome things. We've all, nurtured others, and it's wonderful to be a woman. It's wonderful to support other women, and also men, everyone. When we can support one another, we're living in a better space.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. As far as music, who's been your inspiration for music? Like, what artists do you listen to? I'm curious. Are you wanting to share that?
Well, when I was young, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Okay, everyone loves Michael Jackson. Yes. Okay, so check.
When Thriller came out, that was it. And over the years, I listened to, top 40. I like R&B. I like all music. There's no music that I don't like. I like all music. I'm open to all music. And I love being able, my hope is that I be able to write for many, many singers.
Right.
And create together, because I love collaboration.
Right. Yeah. And what a wonderful thing to be able to be part of the South Asian community, yet be able to write in another language, and then have that be picked up and produced and performed, and that's quite an accomplishment in itself, right?
Well, in the future as well, I would like to release some Punjabi songs as well.
So the future holds maybe some Punjabi. Perfect. So if you wouldn't mind letting our viewers maybe know something, maybe some knowledge, maybe some wisdom you can share with our viewers that are watching today, because somebody is watching and that is young and is looking towards you to kind of maybe inspire them to become maybe more than they thought they could become. So maybe a message that you could give to our viewers.
Yes. I want to just let others know that there's so much greatness inside, each one of us. And if we can live our life in that knowing that we are great, we're meant to have a good life, we're meant to be happy, we're meant to support each other, we're meant to be, connected through compassion. And and live your best life. Don't wait to live your best life. If there's something is wrong, seek help, seek a better life, and don't be afraid to dream, and dream big.
Thank you so much, Jaz Gill. That was really good advice, and dream big is exactly what you do, and then you accomplish those dreams. So congratulations on all of your success, and I look forward to the future for you.
Yes, thank you, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Jaz.